What if Poland invoked NATO's Article 5 after Russian drone attacks? Would this spark World War III? Or would diplomacy save the day? Let's break it down. Setting the stage. So here's the deal. In recent years, Russian drone activity near Poland's border has raised alarm bells. Imagine one of those drones actually crashes inside Polish territory, or worse, causes casualties. Poland is a NATO member, and NATO has this famous clause, Article 5. Article 5 says that if one member is attacked, it's considered an attack on all. That means the US, the UK, France, Germany, all of NATO would be drawn into the conflict. The immediate reaction, if Poland invoked Article 5, the first step wouldn't be tanks rolling overnight. Instead, NATO would hold emergency meetings in Brussels. Leaders would debate, was this a deliberate Russian strike or just a mistake? The US would probably push for caution at first. Washington knows that going head-to-head with Moscow risks nuclear escalation. But countries on NATO's eastern flank, like Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, would likely demand a firm military response. Possible outcomes: diplomatic pressure. NATO could decide to respond with massive sanctions, cyber retaliation, and ramped-up troop deployments near Russia's borders. This shows strength without triggering all-out war. Limited military action. If the attack was severe, say Polish civilians were killed, NATO might respond with precision airstrikes against Russian drone facilities or bases in Belarus. Still limited, but highly risky. Full-scale war. Worst-case scenario. Russia refuses to back down, and NATO's military machine activates. This would mean US fighter jets, European armies, and massive naval forces moving into Eastern Europe. At that point, we're staring at the possibility of a world war.
Russia's dilemma. From Russia's side, they'd likely deny responsibility, calling it an accident or even a Ukrainian false flag. Why? Because even Moscow knows that a direct war with NATO would be catastrophic. Russia might flex its nuclear threats, but going all in would risk the country's survival. Big question. So, if Poland actually invoked Article 5 after a drone attack, it could either be the biggest NATO crisis since the Cold War, or the spark that changes the entire global order. But here's the question. Would NATO really risk nuclear war for one drone strike? Or would they hold back until things got much worse? What do you think? Would NATO call Russia's bluff? Or would diplomacy save us from World War III?